Let's talk now to the Special Advisor on Media, Communication and Public Affairs, APC Presidential Campaign Council, Dele Alake, who joins us live via Zoom. President Buhari did say it will be at the forefront of this campaign. How significant is his presence today at the flag-off, considering talks in some quarters that Asiwaju doesn't have the president's full backing?
Thank you very much for that question. Actually, if you didn't ask, I was going to raise it, that the president's presence at today's event, at the flag-off, is very symbolic, is very significant, is very pivotal, is very epochal in dispelling all these rumors, insinuations, innuendos from the naysayers, from the ranting, nattering nabobs of negativism all over the place, saying that the president is not in support of Asiwaju's candidacy and all of that. Whereas, contrarily and conversely, this president has at every opportunity, at every turn, reiterated, re-emphasized his support for not just the candidacy of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but for the victory of his party in the 2023 polls that we are going to conduct. He has at every slight opportunity reinforced this view. However, the naysayers, like I said, who wish ill for the party, for the candidate, and for everybody, has refused to imbibe, to accept, to assimilate these president's words. But today, all of that has been dispelled. All the gloves are off. And the man has shown the leadership by symbolism, by his presence there emphatically, and handing over the flag of the party to the candidate of the party, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nothing could have been better than that. In fact, that had made today's event to be extremely superlatively successful. You could see the crowd rose in frenzy, of support, of enthusiasm. And the entire atmosphere was invigorating, was exciting, was really arresting, riveting. And you couldn't put, even if you dropped a pin, it probably wouldn't even touch the ground because of the tumultuous crowd that attended and thronged the 45,000 capacity stadium to the brim. What else do you want?
Let's talk about the choice of Plateau State for a bit. Apart from the DG being the Plateau State governor, one would naturally have thought that Abuja being the federal capital or Lagos being the home city of the presidential candidate would have been the APC choice. Is there something you know that we do not know, Mr. Alake?
I know what you want me to say. You want me to draw parallels with today's event in 1993, the primaries which we had in Jos at that time. However, I am not going to draw that parallel. The significance of Plateau, of Jos, hosting today's event is really not because, it happened there in 1993. What happened in June 1993 was the primaries of the SDP. It was not the official flag-off of the campaign of the SDP, which was led by MKO Abiola at the time. No. So today's event is the official flag-off of the campaign of APC. So you can't draw that parallel there. However, the significance of Plateau, of just hosting today's event, as propagated by the candidate himself, is that, look, Plateau, if you look at the map of Nigeria, is also in the middle belt area. It's in the middle. So it appeals to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west. It is central. So there is a symbolism there that at the center point of Nigeria, that is where the flag-off of the APC campaign is taking off, which means from that center, it's going to shoot all its tentacles all around the nooks and crannies of Nigeria, It is quite symbolic. It's different from if you went to a corner of the country or another, remote area of the country.
Indeed.
But this is the center. And from there, it is easier to begin to look at every angle of the country, look at all the problems. And don't forget that Plateau also is an agricultural hub, is a bread basket.
I hear you, Mr. Alake. I'd like us to quickly talk about your party's commitment to issue-based campaigns. The APC presidential candidate has been a subject of many conversations, especially online, and the campaign organization have had to make some reaction once or twice. How easy has it been to keep to that promise of an issue-based campaign ahead of this election?
Thank you. We have strictly adhered to that principle of issue-based campaign. And why? Because it's natural. We are the party to beat. Our candidate is the candidate to beat. Is the front runner in this race. So it is only when you are losing, or when you know that your chances are very slippery and slim, then you begin to claw at straws. And the straws in a political dispensation, in a political race, is hurling insults, abuses, expletives, and waging campaign of calumny. It's only the losers that engage in that. We are not the losers, we are the winners. So we have kept we are abiding by the principle of issue-based campaign. And that's why at every opportunity, every one of us, we always hammer on the ideals that Nigerians want from our candidates. Nigerians want our candidate to come and resolve the issues, to consolidate on the achievements. And the candidate said it there today. Asiwaju said it, that he's coming to consolidate on the achievements of President Buhari in the areas of agriculture, in power, and in infrastructure. And this you cannot deny anyway. And he says he's going to, because of that foundation, the nation now requires builders to make a massive structure. Mark his words. They are very, very important and symbolic. Now, what is he going to do? He says he's going to assemble the best team. And you know that he is an acknowledged master of headhunting in Nigeria. Nobody does it better than him.
Indeed.
And of course, the examples are there.
The question, however, remains, Mr. Alake, about if you can hear me, Mr. Alake.
That he's going to tackle.
Yes, permit me to butt in very quickly. The question remains about just how united the party is to be able to win this election. It took some weeks after INEC's nod for the campaign to officially start. There's a lot of explanation about the timing, but how united would you say the APC is ahead of this one?
My dear brother, if you looked at what happened in just today, the major takeaway from that event is the solidity of the unity of APC as a party. When you do a comparative analysis with the other parties. Now, why do I say so? Look at the number of governors that attended the event. Apart from the president himself leading the charge, leading from the front, you had more than 17 governors and former governors attending. You had all the principal officers of the party in attendance. You had all the leaders of the party in attendance, not to talk of the rank and file, that thronged the stadium. What is the symbol of that? What is the meaning of that? That is unity by excellence demonstrated. Unlike some other parties that we knew now that some governors deliberately refused to attend because of a quarrel on fundamental principles.
We'll have to continue this conversation some other time. Mr. Alake, we have to go now. Special Advisor on Media, Communication and Public Affairs, APC Presidential Campaign Council, Dele Alake. Thank you for talking to us on the news tonight.
All right, thank you.
And still ahead on TVC.